What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome back to another comic book video. This is the channel where we sit down and cover different comic book stories from different comic book companies. Today, we're going to jump back over to DC Comics and continue our coverage over the Infinite Frontier Initiative. This is a new beginning for DC Comics. So far, we have covered Batman, Wonder Woman, and Nightwing. Well, today we're going to cover the Suicide Squad, and this time you have DC putting together a completely new Suicide Squad team. Now, as the team members on this team, you're going to be shocked and surprised to see who is on this new team. So, if you do like today's comic book video, please hit that like button down below and also subscribe to the channel for more content to come in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below. But here you go, guys. Suicide Squad, the new Suicide Squad and Infinite Frontier era. The story opens up with Rick Flag reminding us what the Suicide Squad was. That their government name was known as Task Force X. They were a bunch of criminals who had been locked away by Amanda Waller, but she forced them to be a team to take care of certain situations. If they fail or try to disobey orders, Amanda Waller would blow their heads off with the bomb she planted inside of their heads. Rick Flag was the military soldier who used to lead the team, except right now we see Rick Flag mad at Amanda Waller because she has moved on to a new task force, Task Force Z, a team that can rival the Justice League. The team she is putting together to Rick Flag is not a good idea. She tells Rick Flag that she is tired of losing, watching teams she built up be broken apart. This time, this team will not lose and will not break apart after months putting a team together. She also tells Rick Flag that he needs to join her or leave because she has already sent out her new team on their first mission. Amanda has sent her team to Arkham Asylum to, of course, break someone out. This begins the process of learning who is on the team, starting off with the leader, but also someone she chose just in case Rick Flag would not be down to join the new team. Where we see this person in the sewers of Arkham Asylum taking out the guards left and right, where we learn the team leader is Peacemaker. Peacemaker was this character who used to want peace so badly. He would go around with non-lethal weapons. Of course, over time, things had changed. That he started to kill as a way to reach his goal for world peace. Is him stating that sometimes sacrifices have to be made for the greater good. Now we learn that he was teleported into the sewers by another member of this new team, which was a character named Bolt. In the new 52 timeline, he was more of a Batgirl villain. Powers were just Electroblast, can teleport, and flight. He is not a character you need to know. All you need to know is that he and the second team are here to break someone out. When they find him, they wonder if this person is even worthy to save. Getting back to Rick Flag, when he hears that Peacemaker is the leader for this field mission, he flips out. He knows that Peacemaker wants world peace, but goes for it in the wrong way. Also the fact that Peacemaker has some mental problems. With that being said, you have Rick Flag try his best to shut down this operation before it gets out of hand, telling Peacemaker to stop what he is doing and leave. But Amanda Waller uses a device to shock and knock out Rick Flag, so that Peacemaker can continue on with the mission. Jumping back to Arkham, we learn who is this person the Suicide Squad is trying to save. It is William Cobb. Now, if you are a well-known Batman fan, you know that this person used to be one of the Talons for the Court of Owls. Talons used to be an assassin for the Court of Owls, William Cobb being one of them. Also, he is the great-grandfather to Dick Grayson, aka Nightwing. There's a whole story behind this that I actually covered a while back when we covered the Court of Owls event. All you need to know is that he is the grandfather of Dick Grayson. He used to be a talent for the Court of Owls, which they were able to keep his body preserved to keep him young all this time. Also, his mind is gone. He is crazy, and we see how crazy he is when he kills off Bolt. This leads into the rest of the Suicide Squad trying their best to stop William Cobb so they can bring him back to Amanda Waller. Now, this is the moment where we learn that this takes place before Infinite Frontier number 0. The reason why I say that is because while the Suicide Squad were fighting against William Cobb, the Arkham alarm system goes off. Usually it goes off to tell security that there is an intruder, but this time it's going off because the Joker gas is running through the place. Remember, in Infinite Frontier number 0, the Joker gas was sent into the asylum and killed hundreds of people. We also see William Cobb throw Filmmaker into the gas, which kills him off. Filmmaker being another member to the team. I did not mention him because he dies off so quickly. Now, we also learned that Amanda Waller has another secret weapon for this team, another member to be more exact, someone who should not exist because of the universe being rebooted, but also he was a lab creation, that person being Superboy, aka Connor Kent. Now, there are two Superboys in the DC comics, and this one is the clone of both Clark Kent and Lex Luthor. The big question is, how in the world was Amanda Waller able to capture him in the first place? To close on the first chapter, we see that Peacemaker and William Cobb are the only two left of the Suicide Squad that is inside Arkham Asylum, meaning that they are gonna have to fight against a wave of guards to even get out of there. Now, the beginning of the second issue does go over everything that took place in the first issue, so it is not that important. Where we see that Peacemaker is hoping that Amanda Waller does send in backup to help him before they are captured or killed off. Where we see Amanda Waller sent in the second team of her new Suicide Squad: Superboy, Exit, Nocturna, Colobre, I know I just butchered that name so badly, and Mind Warp. Now, I'm not going to sit here and go over every character's powers in history, mainly because some will die here in a minute, and also some are making their first appearance ever in DC Comics. Now, this second squad also appears with a body, and the reason why is to use this body as a way to replace William Cobb. So when everything is back to normal at Arkham Asylum and they check his cell, they will see that William Cobb is dead. No one really knows William Cobb is there in the first place. He was labeled as John Doe. So the only person who may come looking for him is no other than Batman, which of course Batman is outside trying to break into Arkham Asylum since he got word what the Joker has done, which is the Joker gas going around killing people in Arkham Asylum. This leads into the problem with having Superboy on the new Suicide Squad team. Superboy is a hero, so when he sees people dying thanks to the Joker gas, he wants to stay behind and help save their lives. That is when Amanda Waller realized that it was a mistake to bring in Superboy into the Suicide Squad team. So she used some kind of device that shocks Superboy with the form of kryptonite electricity, so Superboy is knocked out. We also see the death of Exit and Mind Warp. Exit dies because he was trying to be just like Superboy, save people from dying by the gas. Mind Warp dies because his mask cracked open, and Colobre, I know I just butchered her name again, was tasked to bring the bodies of Superboy, Mind Warp, and Exit back so when Batman gets there, he won't find anything that shows the Suicide Squad being involved. Now, Superboy is not dead. He's just knocked out thanks to the kryptonite that was used. But once he is revived, he basically gets into an argument with Peacemaker. This is showing that these two are going to be constantly fighting against each other, mainly because they both are supposed to be leaders for the team, except their philosophy is different where it comes to how to handle a mission. Whereas Superboy believes they can still save lives no matter what. Peacemaker is more of, there is going to be times where people are going to die. Sometimes sacrifices have to be made to complete the mission. To close on this book, we see Amanda Waller mention that the team is too slow, that they need some speed on their team. Where we see her talking about getting a speedster who is currently at Teen Titans Academy. And this is where we are going to end today's video. So please hit that like button down below and also subscribe to the channel for more content to come in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read? Well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I do hope you enjoy today's video.